Steve, that was a victory in strange circumstances tonight.
Yeah, I think it was always going to be strange because we can't stop our staff, and we certainly can't stop our players reading what's been online for a couple of days about the situation at Crawley. We ask our staff, and I asked our staff and our players to ignore it, but sometimes you can't get in their head. But I thought we played really well in patches, not so good in ours. Our quality was a little bit missing in certain times tonight. But you can't fault what they're giving us. You know, they're an incredibly fit group. They've gone to the end at Leyton Orient, and they've had to go to the end today with a late penalty. So we're really pleased.
Must have been difficult for you at half time. You're 2-0 up, and in the second half, perhaps they almost took their foot off the gas a little bit. Yeah, we also said protect the ball a little bit more. You know, we have to be careful when we make our runs. We'd never use those type of phrases. But you know, I spoke about it after the game more than before the game, that we couldn't win this game tonight. We did. We've won it, but we couldn't win because this could only either be an upset and bad news for Stevenage in 3/4 of the league have a right smile, or we go out and be professional and doing a job. And I think we've done that. And the 3 or 4 pieces of quality that we've shown, we've scored, and we've had 2 or 3 other gilt chances, both first minute and probably last minute. Perhaps just the one black mark was the goal conceded.
Yeah, listen, for me it's a penalty. I think Luther goes to ground too easy. But I think Saxon early should have a penalty in the first half. I think there's a double handful in the back. But I think over the piece the referee's been good today. You know, my thoughts going home is we've got 3 points, we've done our job. We'll come back in and go to work and get ready for Gillingham. And I'll leave you with real genuine thoughts that I hope Crawley Town sort themselves out, because it's a club that's deep in my heart. It'll never ever go out my heart. And I just spoke to the players. I had some of the best days of my life, you know, managing that football club. So we hope Preston and the guys just give the owners a chance to do what they're going to do, and then if it don't work out, then do what the fans have to do, because they're the real owners. And
I think that's something that the Crawley fans appreciated. They were calling your name a couple of times out there this afternoon.
Well, yeah, listen, we had some magical times there, magical people. My brother still lives down there. Paul Rayner lives in the town. Some real magic moments. And as I said to you, any time I've gone down to Crawley, either privately with my brother or with Paul or to games, whatever opposition I've taken, I've always been treated that way. So, but they know how much I feel for them, how much I love them, and how much I really hope that maybe the new owner just get an experienced manager in. You know, I'm not knocking who the appointments have been in recent times, but just put an experienced manager in the chair and give them a little bit of support, and they'll have enough to be safe. And
you've made up ground on Orient and kept that distance between the playoff group as well.
Have they drawn tonight? Have they beat?
They drew.
They drew. Okay. I knew they were drawing at half time. We can't affect what happens at Newport, between Newport and Leyton Orient. But you know, we took a bit of criticism, you know, when we left Leyton Orient off of Richie, so we remember those words. But we just focus on ourselves. We have to be ready for Gillingham. Hopefully we'll add to the group in the next 1, 2, 3 days, but of course they can't affect the game against Gillingham. Maybe 1 or 2 can affect it at Villa Park if I choose to go that direction, or they can certainly affect it when we play Harrogate. But it's going to be, if I describe it as almost like a rifle type of recruitment. This is players that I want to bring in. The chairman's been wholly supportive. If we get them, it's great because we're in the balance with others. If we don't get them, we'll move a rifle in a different direction.
Just looked at the end there, Saxon Early was saying a few goodbyes. That's been picked up by a lot of people. Can you throw any light on that?
Yeah, Saxon's knowledge of sold Saxon to I'm not wanting to disclose what their business is, but he's going to a very, very, very top-end League One club for a lot of money. So I just said to him on behalf of the group, he arrived here as a kid, he leaves as a man. He's been absolutely fantastic for us. And I just said, this management team, this group of players, what a debt to you, because how well you've played for us, and we hope he plays Championship football next season, because he has a job to do when he goes where he goes.
And that, for the time being at least, obviously weakens the strength of numbers in the squad. You're talking about players coming in, and we like to see that pretty soon.
Well, that's already agreed. that one's agreed. Obviously I've known about Saxon for about 10 days. Dean Smith, before he's lost his job, kept me in constant touch with it. The only thing we could affect, the chairman could affect the buying section, he could have affected the salary, etc. We can't affect the ambition of a young man who, in my opinion, deserves to play at the top end of League One and into the Championship as his career progresses. So we couldn't affect that. So we've known this for about 10 days. So we've got, you know, things almost done on that front.
Could you have thought at the start of the season that you'd be 5 points off the top of the table and where you are by the turn of the year?
No, I think everyone knows that. I think I said it. We are without a shadow of a doubt the surprise package of the whole of the Football League, and probably the Premier League. It's, you know, maybe Arsenal is a little bit surprised to some people that they're top after what's happened. But I've watched Mikel Watt. They could go all the way now, couldn't they? But I think we are the surprise package. No one expects us to be around, but all we've done is given ourselves an opportunity to turn into the new year in a good position. But I've seen teams turn into the new year in good position. Experience tells you that by March you couldn't be in a position that's not so good for you. So from our point of view, we'll allow our supporters to dream, our chairman to dream, our main people to dream. We just go back on the training ground, we just go to work, and that's my message to the players. We have to up our intensity, work a little bit smarter, because we can't ask them any harder. And then we add to the group. The boys in the dressing room will be hoping that myself and their chairman get it right.
Well done tonight, Steve. Happy New Year.
Thank you.